Hi, I'm Tom, and Jorma and I would like to introduce Thomas here, a professional chef for 40 years. We'd like to find out a little bit more about your background and what your experience is in terms of using English in the workplace and the advantages of that or disadvantages. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I started in school at 15 years of age and finished catering school by 18. By 19 I was chef in a small restaurant in Budapest. The interesting thing was the restaurant had the same name as I did. Bokoni is a Hungarian name and the restaurant had the same. Anyway, after that I cooked in the army. We were drafted. We had 1,500 people. That's when I started cooking for big numbers. 1,500 people a day, breakfast, dinner and supper. And then when I was discharged, I went to a factory kitchen. So I did a little restaurant, factory kitchen, resort hotel where we cooked at the Lake Balaton for 800 people a day, breakfast, lunch and dinner. And sometimes, well, I spoke English already, it was in the family, and it was really good because we had a foreign customer hotel part where we had 200 people from foreign countries, from China to Cuba, and sometimes I was called in to help out when they just didn't have an interpreter handy.
Right.
And then later, in the 80s, I was asked at the hotel where I was working, do I want to go abroad cooking? And they said that I could go to Germany, West Germany, when Hungary was Eastern Hungary. That was in 81. I went to Duisburg for 2 weeks.
Could you have done that without English, do you think? Or could anyone do that today without English?
Not really. It was really good that I had the English language in my pocket because I had to organize the kitchen. Like I had a tent for 500 people, like in the Munich Beer Fest, and one corner was the kitchen, and I had to organize ordering the stuff and the machinery and everything that I needed in the kitchen.
In English?
In English because, well, they didn't speak Hungarian.
Right.
What is your opinion? Should cook nowadays could speak also French, because all the culinary terms comes to French language. What do you think?
That's very good because, like in our school, in the Hungarian Culinary School, everything is Hungarian and French.
Yes.
All the names of the foods and the techniques are in French and Hungarian. And, well, what better way to learn the French kitchen?
So the French language goes with English?
With the culinary,
yeah.
with cooking, yes.
Would you say one is communication and the other is technical know-how? English communication, French making good food?
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely. Yeah, well, you have to make a mayonnaise, and that's French.
In how many countries you have worked?
Oh, Germany, Portugal.
Use mine if you need.
Germany, Portugal, Greece, and Corfu Island, Arizona, Canada, Berlin, Denmark, Slovakia, Romania,
The Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah, I almost forgot. Netherlands, yes.
And now comes the next question. If you now should go abroad to work 1 year, which country you would choose?
A European country.
Is there a special country for you?
No.
Maybe? No.
I've been a lot of places, maybe a new place that I haven't been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what about any, can you think in your long years of experience, any disasters that have happened because of English miscommunication?
Well, there was one time in Denmark, I think it was the third time I was there, and the guy didn't really speak any English, and I didn't speak any Dutch, and my interpreter was sick. And there was no way I could communicate with the guy. I told him I needed a 100-liter pot, 4 100-liter pots, 6 big gas ranges and stuff, and he didn't understand, and he just said, you know, F. And I told him, this is not going to work this way. And that was communication. Next year I got a present asking for forgiveness because of the whole situation, which wasn't my fault. That was a disaster.
Yeah. And
I had to close the kitchen at least 5 times a day
oh,
because I couldn't cope with
Yes.
the amount.
yeah. Wow.
If I had everything I needed, I could cook about 600 kilos of beef for goulash a day. This way it was about 120.
Yeah. Is it difficult to adapt recipes and styles of working in these different countries that you mentioned, or is it standard practice?
It's mostly the difference in taste because the quality of like the vegetables and the meats are different from our Hungarian meats. We feed them different stuff, and even our carrots are different, like than the West European vegetables. But that's only a taste.
And what about buying food in the market? Is English important there?
Oh, very. Yeah. Most of the people in the markets, even in Hungary, they can speak English. If you go to the big marketplace at the bridge, most of the people who are selling their stuff, they speak English or some other language.
Yeah. Well, Thomas, thank you very much. It's been an
you're welcome.
insightful, enlightening view of your experience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.